Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So, today's video is I'm going to talk about if you are transitioning. I honestly think that you should definitely get a pet, and these are going to be my reasons that I'm going to tell you. So, before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. So, let's get started. Okay, let me stop. Okay. So, what was it? Oh, I hope I don't get demonetized for that. Oh well. Um, yeah, okay, so I got a pet. Um, yeah, so I actually grew up with him. When I used to live with a family member, she had him, and he is just does not get along with any of the other cats. And now that I got my own place, I do get a little lonely, so I have a pet, and honestly, it's helped with my anxiety and me get tripping out in the middle of the night, like, oh my god, like, is somebody here? Like, I don't know. So let me introduce you guys to him. This is my cat, Dancer. He just purring and stuff. So this is my cat. Honestly, I feel like if you're transitioning, I feel like getting a pet of any kind that you feel drawn to or attracted to, whether it be like a bird, a hamster, dog, cat, ferret. I know they're illegal here in California, but I mean, if you're in some legal state that, or chinchilla, whatever, I will honestly say totally invest and totally get one because having an animal reduces stress levels, anxiety. Also, too, like when you're transitioning and stuff and you lose like your family members or friends, significant lovers, stuff like that, I just honestly feel like that in itself, it just sucks. It just feels like you're all alone and you just feel like, nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, stuff like that. So I feel like getting an animal, at least at the end of the day, like you have like your animal there with you to like, they show a lot of unconditional love, everything like that. Animals, they do not judge, and they're very just real individuals. Like they love unconditionally. They accept you for who you are, and I just think that's like really cool. But I know like for the people that can get a pet, I know like I had roommates for a long time, and I could not. All I could have it was a fish. um, so well, I'm just saying, if you have your own place or if your roommates are okay with you getting a pet, like I would totally get one, an emotional support animal. Just say that. Definitely. Also, too, moving in by myself as a trans woman, can be really scary, especially like at night when you be hearing stuff like I don't know, like a crack in the wall or something. Also, too, like I tend to think a lot to myself, so like one thought leads to another thought, and then it just becomes like super like just blown out of proportion. So like I feel like getting an animal has definitely take taken my mind off of my inner thoughts or like my overthinking thoughts, you know what I mean? So definitely that. um yeah, and also too, like if you feel like you're alone and stuff like that, like getting a pet will definitely help with that. I'm trying to think like what else. Growing up, I've always worked like always had pets and animals and stuff like that. So I know some people are like scared of animals or they just don't want to be bothered by them. So this video is not for you. But I love taking care of like animals and totally just give it a try. And then like definitely go to like animal shelters on like getting a cat or a dog, whatever, because they need homes too and they need love too. And I truly feel that animals, like especially dogs and cats, are here to serve humans, not necessarily serve as like servants, but I truly believe that they have a purpose with humans, is that they help with humans and help deal with like their situations and they're kind of just there for like emotional support and stuff. I truly do believe that, and I feel that. Um, Also, too, like they can be really funny too. Like my cat. Let me tell y'all like this crazy. Like let me tell y'all yesterday about what happened. So I'm over here. I was plucking my eyebrows, right? So my cat was sleeping on my bed last time I seen him. The AC was on in the apartment, so everything was shut, everything like that. I leave to go to my car really quick to get my mirror. So I leave and then I come back. I leave for like not even a minute. Like I just leave for like probably 45 seconds and then I come back. All of a sudden I go to my room. I just like to make sure, like double check that he's in there. He was not in there, you guys. I started panicking. I started freaking out. I tore my room up looking for him. He was not in there. I looked in the pantry, the closets. I looked everywhere. Like I was really going crazy. Like I really honestly thought the worst. Like I thought maybe someone had hurried up and ran up in here and snatched him and then like took him off. I'm thinking like, did I leave the door open? I was circling around my apartment complex just, and my apartment complex is huge. So I was really looking like into people's patios. I was looking into the bushes. I'm over here panicking, like I'm breathing super heavy. I go back in the house. I relook in everything. And I'm really calling him too. And usually like he'll come and stuff like that. So now I'm gonna have to get him like a collar with a bell on it because I am never doing that, going through that again. But yeah, so I go out in the patio. I'm like looking for him. I'm thinking like, did he somehow get outside? So I get on the patio and get on the ledge, and then like the roof of the apartment is like right like on the ledge. So like he can definitely jump on that. So I'm looking. So I get on top of the ledge and I'm like looking on the roof, like, is he on the roof? Like, oh my gosh. And so I ran into this my neighbor and she was like sitting in her patio and I'm just looking in her patio. I'm looking like everywhere. And I'm like, hi, sorry, but I have a Maine Coon cat, Beige, and I don't know if you've seen him, but like he is missing. He's not in my apartment, stuff like that. So she was just like, is he like under the bed? Stuff like that. I said no. Like so then I started breaking down crying because I had just got this cat. I'm thinking like some sick person probably got him. Like I'm just thinking the worst. And so I'm just freaking out and I'm just like, oh my God. And so I just tell her, like, no, it's two mattresses like on a floor. Like, there's no, he's not in there. Stuff like that. So I'm just like, after 30 minutes of looking around, finding him, looking everywhere, neighbors are looking at me like, yeah, she lost like somebody. Cause I'm looking like everywhere. And so I go back into my apartment. I go to my room and then I'm like, there's no possible way he could have gone out. Like, there's just no way. But my apartment's not that big, y'all. Like, I don't got that much stuff up in here yet. So I like just call his name again and I'm just like, please just magically appear because you magically disappeared. I'm thinking like, oh, hopefully he magically appears. So y'all, he was so my bed, he was in the nook in the cranny of the side of the wall where he was just squished in there. Like he somehow got in there and then he couldn't get out. And I'm literally like, so like, I'm like, Dancer, like, come here, come out. All of a sudden I hear like movement, like in the cushion of my bed and I'm like, what the heck? So I move the pillows and I look and he's in there like squished. I mean, like he couldn't even get out. I don't even know how he got in there, y'all. Like he was on my bed just sitting there. And so, and the thing too, the pillows they weren't even moved around or anything. Like they were still intact. So I'm like, yeah. So I was just super relieved. I was happy, but I was so mad and angry because I'm like, you really had me running around here thinking you were catnapped. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. So, definitely, I would say the only downside of getting a pet, you guys, is you have to watch them because they are like babies. Like, you really have to watch, especially dogs too. But like cats, they're pretty independent, but certain ones, like, just they act like babies and stuff like that. And they cry too in the middle of the night. So that's like super annoying. But other than that, I think it's totally worth getting a pet because it definitely, like, if you're transitioning and you feel like, you don't have anyone supporting you and stuff, like, totally get a pet because I think that would definitely help and, stuff like that. Um, but yes, so I'm going to end this video here. If you like this video, it resonated with you, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.